And we are live, baby. We is live. We is live. We're done. All right, y'all. Just bring it on in. Y'all already know what's up. But let me tell y'all what's let me tell you what's funny while we waiting on folks. So okay, so I follow this, I guess it's like a blogger on Instagram named the Neighborhood Hood Talk. Like a lot of people follow this blogger. So he had put up, okay, Jay-Z has joined Instagram finally. My ass done turned around and posted about time. Like I fucks with Jay-Z, but here I am this morning, goes to follow him, and I'm already following him. I was like, get this shit out of here. He been had a fucking Instagram, but I didn't go back and delete the shit. I was just like, let it stay. He needs some more followers anyway. I fucks with that man.
Jay-Z, yeah.
I fucks with him.
He don't fuck with you though. No, I'm just playing.
It don't matter. It don't matter if he do or don't. He know. All right. Okay. Hey y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining into Conversations with Glow podcast. We are currently live on Facebook and Twitter, yo. Yay. So again, thank y'all so much for joining in. We are going to go ahead and get started. Don't want to keep you all long. And so we are going to start off with this. So John dropped something the week before last, I think it was. Whenever it was, we went live. And he dropped something. We're gonna play it, and he's gonna reflect on it, and we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so let me get this party started. You ready, John?
Yep, this is the last few minutes of our last session here, and we're gonna pick back up where we left off.
Right.
Is it playing?
It's about to.
That
Okay.
single that has two kids is
Hold
worth
on, let me
less on the
start it
dating
over.
market than a woman
Oh,
that's
there you go.
single and has no kids. And some women were offended by that. They were offended that thinking that because they were single mothers with 3, 4 plus kids, however many baby daddies, whatever, that they still had this abundant worth to the market. So then I posed the question to them. Let's say it's your own son. Your son has a choice. He has two women. Hey, mom, there's these two women I love equally. Other than the fact that one has 3 kids and one has no kids, they're exactly the same. Which one would you recommend to me? And what I found out that there was a lot of cap, and that the mothers wouldn't just say, hey, I would recommend to you, son, the one with no kids. Because they were single mothers with kids and they were trying to put themselves in that scenario. And I'm just here on the Stop the Cap movement to let.
We stopping the cap tonight.
You stopping it. Hold on. Am I moving?
Yeah.
I am. Okay, hold on, cause okay, there we go. I whenever it catch up. So John, you said that you stopping the cap tonight.
Yeah. We don't have to lie to anybody, especially ourselves. Okay. We know when there's a better option. If I said, hey, all things being equal, same price and everything, I got this Audi right here, brand new, or I got this busted down Honda Civic. Now they'll both get you from point A to point B. Which one would you prefer? You're gonna take the Audi.
I don't know. Audi costs too much to get maintenance.
It's the same price. I just told you that all things being equal, they're the
Okay.
same price. You could buy for $1,000. You could buy this Audi brand new, or you could buy this brand new. Matter of fact, I'll give you a brand new Honda versus a brand new Audi. Which one you want?
What year?
It's
What
brand
kind?
new. It's brand new.
No, what
See,
kind of you?
you're starting to jump into the cap, starting to jump into the damn cap and go, listen,
I just
oh,
asked like what
you
kind because I'm not driving any old. I would drive a
I
Honda.
found a few restaurants that meet your criteria.
Okay.
that's my Alexa going off.
I would drive the Honda depending
Okay.
on what it is. Like these new Honda Civic Sports and Honda Accord Sports, those are some
Glow,
dope
glow,
cars.
don't drag it out. You know what it is. One has more value than the other. And it's okay. One is more preferable than the other. And that is okay. It doesn't make the Honda a bad car. It doesn't make that mother a bad person. She had some kids. Oh, okay. It's just the one without the kids is more appealing.
Because y'all are going to be able to do more stuff. Is that what you're saying?
For a whole host
Don't
of
have
reasons. If you can name one, then you already know it's a better deal.
I am not. It's too early. Okay.
No,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
saying
I get what you're saying, though.
if you can name even one reason why it's better, then it's better, and that's okay. But the thing was, it's nothing to be offended by. You having kids as a single mother doesn't make you a lesser person. It just drops your points on the dating market.
So what's yours? What's
My what?
what's your points on the dating market? Though
Who
you're not
mine?
on it, yeah. If you were to be on the dating market, a 6?
Oh, me?
Why would it be a 6? Was he
Shit.
holding up a 6?
Oh no, I was holding up the ring.
Oh.
I'm not on the dating market. But you said okay. Let's
If
hey,
you were.
you'll be the one that's looking for men, right? Are you done with men? Are you is the rose taking over? Is that all you need?
I'm 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 not looking though. Like
Yeah.
I'm
At some point in your
real
life,
talk. I be chilling. Like I
okay,
don't be go out.
Glow, you always want to take it here. Okay. At some point in your life, in the future to near future, would you like to be in a relationship with a man?
You say in my future life would I want to be in a relationship with a man?
Yeah, would you?
Yes. I mean if
Okay, just hold there. So, what kind of man are you looking for? You're going to be on that market. What is it that you would consider a higher value and lower value? Do you want a man that has his own kids? Uh, oh, did your screen freeze up? Did the cat get your tongue? I thought this
no,
was conversations with Glow.
no, I'm just saying like I mean, if a man with kids approach me, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my gosh!" But it does depend on how many kids he do have. I'm
What's an
not gonna.
acceptable number?
Mm, 4.
4 kids. So if you met a man with 4 kids and his relationship was going good, everything was good, you would be in a long-term relationship with this gentleman?
Possibly, if
Okay.
if everything is going good, yeah, I would see. Yeah, we could be in a long
Okay.
term relationship
Now
because he probably had these 4 kids while we were young. You know,
let's
like
let's not try to paint a scenario that's not there. Let's just stick to the facts. He has the 4 kids. Okay. So if you met another gentleman who was equally as compatible with you as this gentleman with the 4 kids, which one would you prefer? Would you take the one with kids or without kids?
wait. So you're saying with me being in a long term relationship with this dude that has the 4 kids,
No,
and
I'm saying we established
I
that
meet
you
some.
hold on. I'm gonna tell you. We established that it's a possibility that you would be in a relationship with a dude with 4 kids, right?
Yeah,
Okay. I just wanted to establish that possibility. Now, you're not in a relationship with anybody, but you are dating 2 gentlemen. And all things being equal, they're both great guys, except one has 4 kids and one has no kids. Which one are you going to end up with?
It depends on how one treats
It
me.
doesn't depend on shit, Glow. Which one you're picking? They're
It
equal.
do.
They're
It
equal.
do.
They're absolutely equal.
Okay, so they are equally treating me right. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. And you love them equally. You think they're as sexually pleasing equally. Everything's equal. Only thing that's different is one got 4 kids and one got 9.
Okay, so Kayla said
What the
uh,
glow? Hold on, Glow. What you gonna do? Why is it so
I
hard to
mean,
say you would pick the one with no kids?
because
Why is
it
that hard to
me
say?
because my thing. Okay, so this is my thing. You keep saying like they're equal.
They're equal.
I know, okay, and I keep hearing that, but I'm also looking at other facts as well. Though you said they are equal, it's other things that's thinking in because they're not going to be exactly equal.
I
Like
just
they
painted you a
cannot
scenario
be.
where they're equal.
No, you just only painted with one had kids, one didn't have no kids. That's all you said.
But
That's all you
listen.
said.
They dick the same size. They eat coochie the same
Okay.
way. They buy the same. They spend the same amount of money on gifts and taking you out and on trips. Everything is
Oh,
fucking equal. The only difference is one has no kids and one has 4 of them. Some bitches.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take the one that does not have any kids
Okay, why would you take that one?
because he don't have any kids.
How is that a benefit?
Because I don't have to deal with possibly nobody's baby mama drama. I don't have to be dealing with females trying to be, disrespectful in a way or anything like that matter. Anything
Right.
that comes with a baby mama sometimes because a lot of us has been, childish and all that shit in our lives and you still have some that are still childish. So I
Okay.
don't want to deal with that. And I didn't deal with that. I
Okay.
dated someone that did not have kids. Like he didn't have kids at all.
Okay.
My kids are
Okay.
his kids. Hold on. Let
Excellent.
me get to the
Okay, go ahead.
comments right quick. So Kayla said, "Wait. So you said that being a single mom drops your points.
Yeah, being mother drops your points. Yes.
Okay. Kayla, he said being a single mom drops your points. Amber said 4 kids by 4 different mamas. That would no. I different baby. No,
That makes a
no.
difference.
That definitely makes a difference. I'm not
Okay.
dealing with 4 females. I'm not gonna find myself sitting. I'm not gonna be cool
Okay, so
because it's
you're okay
always
with the
gonna be
4
that one.
kids. How many baby mamas can he have?
About 2. He got it. Yeah, about
2.
2.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
about 2.
whatever the number of kids divided by 2 baby mamas is that, and we
Yeah,
round up to the
that's
nearest whole
that's
number.
that's exactly where we're taking it.
Okay.
And
A real mother first says, take the nun for 800, Regis. She don't want nobody with no kids. Fuck them kids.
but Vanessa said
Uh-huh.
it's fully equal. It wouldn't matter. The kids wouldn't be an issue. Baby mama drama makes them unequal. It okay. Okay, she has a point. Okay, so if I didn't have any of if I didn't have the drama or anything like that, I don't know because I can't look at that scenario as being equal. Like I understand that you're saying
Okay.
equal,
Is
but
what
my
okay?
mind is not allowing for me to actually see it
Let's
equal because I have not yet read into anyone that's equal to each
oh
other.
well here's my thing. If you had to assign them point values on an open dating market, would you give one a higher value than the other?
Because one has kids and one doesn't.
Yeah, so if the one that has kids, you say, hey, he's a 7. Would the ones that doesn't have kids, would he still equally be a 7 or would he be like a 7.5? Just a little bit, got a little bit better because I ain't got to deal with no kids or baby mamas.
He might just be a 6, depending on his looks. I'm
Their
just
looks are
saying.
equal, Glow. See, this is why
That's what
I
I'm
even out.
saying.
But listen, this is why I even out the scenario so we won't cap and put bullshit on it.
Okay.
Because you're trying to the looks, equal looks, equal dick, equal money. Everything equal. They just
Okay.
one has kids and one doesn't. Now my question to you is, because you said you would pick the one with no kids, right?
Right.
Does he have a higher point value than the one with kids?
Yeah.
Okay, so the same thing for single mothers. If you got kids, you're gonna have a lower point value than a woman that doesn't have kids. That's all it's saying. And that's, I mean, a nigga with no money has a lower value than a nigga with money. It's okay. Why can men accept it but women can't? A woman that looks really good versus a woman that doesn't look as good, she's gonna have a higher value.
So Kayla wants to know why. Why do the points go down if she's a single woman?
Okay, well let's think about it. For all the reasons you just named, if she's a single mother, you got baby daddies you got to deal with, right? You have to be a stepfather to those kids, right?
Right.
So every dollar that you could have spent elsewhere, you're gonna have to dedicate that to somebody else's kids, right?
Right.
Okay, they're your responsibility, but in the event that y'all break up, they're not your kids. So it's not like, hey, I've been raising them for 5 years, and now me and your mom are not together. Now all that investment I done put into this kid, it means nothing. I have no parental right to him. So it would be better to have a woman with no kids and you have your own kids. Then you have some rights to that child. Am I right?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
you automatically have rights, but you can find ways to get rights to the child that's not yours in regards with going through the system and stuff. However, Vanessa said if you don't have to raise the child, financially support the child, if you aren't missing out on anything, if you don't have to deal with the other parent, where is the problem? He is just the same as a person without.
There's a lot of ifs in that question, ain't it? If you don't have to spend no money on them, if you never have to deal with the other parent, if they never inconvenienced you in any kind of way, that would be great, but that's not going to happen. If you Okay, let me ask you a question, Glow, in this scenario. You already have your kids, you're supporting them by yourself, right?
Right.
Okay. If a man comes into your life and say he's gonna just support himself and you just support you and your kids, is that cool? He's not gonna put no money towards you or your kids, only towards himself. Is that cool?
You said if I'm dating a dude that's like that?
You're dating a dude, because we're gonna use Miss Bolt's example. You're in a relationship with a guy, right? Uh, you he's supporting himself. What's up, Shane? I'm online. All right.
Hey Sean!
Yo, what's poppin'?
Hey, you need to pull up a chair.
You do need to pull up a chair.
You bullshit. All right, so check it out. In this example, you're with the guy. You're already taking care of you and your kids, so you got you covered, right? He comes
Right.
into your life, and he's just gonna cover himself. He's not gonna put no money towards you or the kids. Are you okay with that?
No, I'm not okay with that.
Okay, then Vanessa, your example doesn't fucking work.
Oh, she said no. You okay? So a real mother first said when I we gonna get to Vanessa question, but comment. But a real mother first, she said when I was younger, I wouldn't mess with dudes that had kids. That was a definite no, and I was successful. I was successful, I guess, with my kids or their dads only kids. It is slightly more peaceful to date dudes with no kids for real. It it is peaceful to date somebody with no kids.
It, it's
No, I
it's
agree.
it's also slightly less stressful to date a woman with no kids. Flip that coin. It's still heads.
And she said, laughing like Vanessa said, laughing like shit. See, he is setting the question up from the negative end.
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't. No. Hold on. There was nothing negative about what I said. All I said was because she said, "Hey, if he didn't have to pay for nothing, if he ain't had to do nothing, all he had to do was just come in your life, and you gonna cover you and your child." I asked you, you found that acceptable, and you was like, "Hell no, nah. He gonna break some bread on me and my baby, ain't he?"
I mean, I'm going to get enough money from him to make sure that I am supporting me and my child.
He gonna break some bread for you and your baby. Why is it so hard to say it? Then you have to reword it. That's exactly what it is.
Oh,
okay, but listen.
And Vanessa said lies because it has worked. And hold on, before you and Jasmine said guys with kids come with a lot of drama.
And women don't.
And hold on, wait. Yes, Jazz, I definitely understand. But here he said they are equal. So that means like they don't have no drama at all. So they are equal all the way across the board. It's just one has kids and one doesn't have kids. But that's why it's kind of look, I'm not by myself. I'm not by myself.
Four extra snotty noses to wipe. Huh? Is that what you want? Do you want to be a stepmother to 4 additional kids? Do you want to be having to go pick up and drop off 4 additional people at practices? Do you want to have to watch 4 people additional clothes and laundry? Is that the kind of life you want to take on?
No, that's not the type of life I want to take on.
And they're not even technically your kids. You don't even want to watch your own kids shit. You be like, y'all better go figure it out. So that's what I'm saying. Let's stop the cap tonight. A lot of the ladies are chiming in. They want guys with the no kids. And we're just saying, hey, ladies, we would like for you also to have no kids.
Right. I don't understand.
So can we agree on this?
Speak up, Rashad. What you don't understand?
Talk about it.
But my whole thing is, okay, so y'all don't want the one with no kids. I mean, y'all want the one with no kids, but y'all will fuck the woman that has kids.
Absolutely. I just told you the other week that single moms are for recreation. And
single dads not, but okay.
That's our next subject. We're gonna get into that. Okay. There are double standards.
If we start off fucking, what's the problem with that though? Like, why can't we start fucking and maybe I like you to keep you around after that? Like, why is it so taboo for me to smash you? Like, it's something that comes after that, but it's really up to you if something comes after that.
We don't know if we like you until after we fuck you.
Right, because at that point, all I'm trying to do is smash you further.
That is a lie.
No, I know I want to smash you. Listen, I don't know if I want to be with you. There's a difference.
Again, okay, you're right. You're right.
We're on the Stop the Cap movement tonight, right? Okay. Every woman knows if a man approaches her in any fashion or form and wants to try to take her out, get her on a date, get for a meetup, he wants to fuck her.
Period.
That's all you can bank on. You can put that shit to the bank. There's no man that's ever asked you out that didn't want to fuck you.
No, but I agree.
Okay, so now let's move to the second point. We don't know if we like you until after we fuck you. You ladies may be opposite.
That's what I'm saying, because understand, we gotta remove that sexual tension first to really see who you are as a person. Until I smash you, all I see is ass. And that's just being honest. Until I smash, all I really see is you as something that I want sexually. Once that's gratified, then I can start looking at other things that you have to offer. Now we can also see what other things you have to offer on my way to smashing. And if you got a little 90-day rule, I can see if I like you while I'm still trying to smash. But if I don't like you and you make me wait 90 days, then I'm gonna smash you and leave you the fuck alone.
Listen, I already done put in 40 days. What's another 45? I'm gonna get them draws.
Not everybody get the draws. Just.
Well, right, and that's fine. And I didn't get the draws from every girl I ever pursued either. But the whole thing is that's a part of the game, though. My problem is ladies don't want to play their part of the game. They think they're the prize when yet they're players in the game too. That's the problem. You think you're the prize when you're a player in the game. In Squid Game, your ass would have been shot because you think you is the prize, but you was in the game.
Okay. hold y'all thoughts because we got people coming in and they coming in. Okay, so Shell
How many
Bell
months you
has
supposed to be
said,
doing this shit? I'm supposed to be
"You
at home.
you out there here? She gonna see you. Hey, Shy
Oh, that
family.
motherfucker cold, bro.
It's
Right.
it's stressful for men and women, just too much. That's what Shell Bell said. Vanessa also said, dude said a man is going to come in and say, I'm not going to do anything. Most men will do that automatically. But if the woman is paid, has way more money than the dude has, whatever he chooses to do don't really matter.
Y'all ain't dating no nigga. Y'all
It's
got
just
more
a
money
nice,
than.
it's just a nice, it's just a nice, what?
A nicety.
Okay, nicety. I was going to say that. Not a need. So that no pressure on him. I mean, so that no pressure on him. Hell, that's just like giving Christmas, birthday gifts, etc. to coworkers, family members,
I got a question.
etc.
How many female friends that you got is gonna date a nigga that they got more money than? With knowing that off top, she know
But
that she
my
got more
whole
money
thing,
than him.
you have women. Let me step in on this right
That ain't
quick.
that ain't what I asked you, Glow. I said, how many of your friends right now is gonna talk to a nigga that they know make less than them, considerably less? I ain't talking $2 difference. She make 19, he make 10.
Oh,
Is she really gonna deal with him? So
I
my thing is all this about me having more money. That don't even enter the equation for you. For a female to even look at me, she gotta think I got more money than her. At least think I got some money. Because she ain't gonna look my way if
Let me
she
do
don't.
you one on better. It doesn't matter if she makes more money, she still wants your money.
Thanks.
She still wants you to spend money on her, right? Am I right? Glow said I'm right. She not gonna fuck with a nigga that's just gonna take care of himself, even though she already been holding herself
Ain't
down.
not fuck with no broke nigga out the gate. Now, if she done already fell in love with him and he done fell off, then maybe I see her taking care of that nigga, looking out, because you know that's what y'all do. But just a nigga out the gate, I ain't got no money. But nigga, you ain't getting no play.
Let me ask a question, because we were talking about the value here. A nigga that makes $100,000 plus a year versus a nigga that makes $25,000 a year.
Oh,
Which one
you
you gotta
just out
choose?
your motherfucking mind. Listen to the numbers that you just said.
Yeah, I'm a little skewed, nigga.
Right.
I'm just
Like,
saying.
what the fuck?
I'm a little skewed.
No, you're not. No, thank you,
$100,000, boy, that's
Shad.
goddamn, that's a hell of a salary, boy.
Like, goddamn, that's $75,000 more.
All right,
What the fuck?
let's divide it in half. A nigga making 50,000 versus a nigga making 25,000.
Nah, that's a little bit more reasonable.
Okay,
Not close enough. A nigga making 45 versus a nigga making 30. How much money do they have to be equal before something else would kick into place? Because let's keep it real.
Okay.
Women want men to provide for them. It don't matter how much fucking money they make. That's why. Okay, question. If you got $1 million, right? You're making stupid big money. Why do you need to be with another millionaire?
So y'all can start making money together, right?
Why? You already got enough money to take care of fucking anything. You're a millionaire. You can go get the nigga you like.
And that's what people doing now. Aren't millionaires dating
Millionaires,
but they probably have a bit more.
Millionaire men
don't date
will date fucking a bitch from McDonald's if she a dime.
Yes.
We don't give a fuck how much money you make.
We don't.
Like, if I got $1 million, why would I give a fuck how much a bitch make? I can get the baddest bitch I can afford. I don't need her to come in and help me make millions. I'm already doing that shit. I'm gonna go get the bitch that's making the least amount of money,
so she can appreciate this most amount of money.
There you go.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the comments, and then we're gonna go ahead and get on off of this. All I'm saying is, women choose wisely. If you're gonna date a man, that find your equal. That's all I can say. Find your equal. Don't worry about nobody else's equal. Find your equal. Okay. So I don't blame a man for wanting a woman with no kids. Exactly. Corey was just looking. I don't blame a woman for not wanting a man with no kids. Exactly. And Jasmine said that is not true in regards, like when it comes to men liking women after they smash. Uh, I pay $75,000 tuition a year for one of my sons on top of my regular ish. Ain't no really niggas out here on that.
Hold on a second.
She in a different tax bracket though.
Listen,
She shouldn't be having.
What is you worrying about with niggas? That's why you don't give a fuck what a nigga make. You out here balling.
You paying $75K
You know what I'm saying?
for tuition.
And then let me hold something.
I need a rack. I need about.
Let me just hold them $2 to rub together. Goddamn, Miss Bo, you balling. You know that's she's in a different tax bracket and a different experience than I would say 99% of us in this room. So I don't think she's really can speak to the lived experience.
Yeah, she.
Right, you're too far out.
She probably can speak from experience though. You don't know.
No. What I'm saying is, if you make that, people making that much money is not the norm.
No.
The average woman makes like $30,000 in the United States, some shit like that. So if she can afford to pay $75,000 out of pocket just for college tuition, she already makes damn near 3 times what the average woman makes just for paying tuition. Right. That's not on top of all her other bills and whatever the fuck else she got going on. She out here motherfucking balling.
Yeah, she is.
Well, you out here balling, Vanessa.
So that means that 90% of the niggas she talked to gonna automatically have less money than her.
What? The
hey,
average
Kevin.
nigga makes average nigga makes $42,000, right? So if she wants somebody that makes more money than her, she has a very small pool of men to pick from.
But I think she's saying that she doesn't mind dealing with somebody who makes less than her. But I still call bullshit because in the long run, I don't know her personally, so I can't say her. But just off of my experience, you making that kind of cheese a year, no nigga making 40, 50,000 a year is really gonna be able to do anything for you.
They ain't gonna be able to tell you shit.
They're not, and no nigga ain't gonna stick around if he can't tell you shit. I don't care how good your butt and how much money you got. If you ain't gonna listen to me as a man, then you can take you and your money and go on.
And a woman don't want a nigga that can't tell her shit. They want moves. Women want to be put in check. You want a nigga to tell you, shut up, shut your ass down.
No,
you want him to choke you a little bit.
I don't think we ever said that.
They do, but no, when we was in class.
I'm talking about that comment. She said
that's my point. Y'all act like women are out here making moves like men out here. Yeah. I'm not the only woman. All my friends do too.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, your friends. You and your upper class friends are making a lot of fucking money compared to the average person. So you're not gonna have the same experiences that we're having.
Right. This is a median income conversation.
Yes.
And Aaron said, if you make $108,000 per year, you're in the top 1%.
Yes. And if she paying $75K a year,
you're probably in the top 1%. V. You gotta go to the 1% podcast. 840.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think feminists trick women into working full time and give away sex with no commitments? Before you go in, John, let me go ahead and share.
You know you make word.
The screenshot. People about to see my email. Let's see. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we do have up here for the ones that are listening, there was a meme that was shared in Conversations with Glow Group, and it reads, some men have to realize they are needed for just sex. Don't nobody want to love you, bruh. I remember I posted that because I'm just like, and that's what I feel like that some of the men need to realize is that that's only what we want you for. I don't understand why everybody feels like.
Goddamn!
Oh, that's
fucking great time.
Torture.
You gonna give me some ass and leave me alone? Oh my God! I can't believe it.
Gonna give me that pussy, then I gotta go play PS4 for the rest of the night. Oh
man,
chain me to the wall. Sheesh. Fuck. Do men really need to realize that? Is that a bad thing? Is that what's hot in the street? I'm just gonna fuck you until you get the fuck on.
That's you though. That's
No,
you.
I'm asking. I'm asking.
And
Is that what the
and
ladies
that's
are telling
possibly
me?
Rashad as well. But it's men out here that is that are looking for commitment. They want commitment. They want commitment more than the woman may want commitment.
Uh-huh.
And
And
so,
and and you need to. What is your message to these men? That they're only worth some dick?
But hold on, because half the time y'all ain't even giving them no ass to begin with. So how does that even matter if you saying, hey, sometimes we only just want to have sex with you? You ain't giving ass to the nigga that want to be in a relationship with you anyway. First and foremost, you picking a nigga that treat you like shit and don't want nothing to do with you. You giving him the ass. So the nigga that want to be with you, that don't even enter into it.
Is it because the nigga you want to love doesn't want to love you?
yo, guess who we got?
Who we got?
What's
We got a
up,
loading
Dutch?
screen.
I don't know if she can hear me, but yeah, like I said, some of y'all men out here definitely do want a commitment, and like I said, it may just be y'all that's just like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah,
we're having
we're
fun.
abnormal.
But it's not.
But you're giving.
What percentage of men do you think is gonna turn down some pussy and be upset because they can't be in a relationship with a broad? Can you tell me what percentage? Or just take a guess. Like, hey, I'm gonna give you this pussy, but we ain't gonna date.
Right.
This ain't gonna be no relationship. I'm just gonna fuck the shit out you.
Thanks.
Ike says, fuck me and tell me to get the hell on. I'm a loner anyway.
Oh,
I guess he
man.
must be like us, Shy.
Is that a threat?
Some dudes get up. Okay, this some. If you dealt with 10 dudes, would the sum be one? Like, what the fuck?
No, see, everybody is not out here built like you for tough. Like everybody, it's a lot of men that's not out here that's actually built like you. So again, I definitely do agree with Vanessa when she said some dudes do get upset if you discard them like they were important. They want to feel like they are
Let me ask you a
important.
question.
Hold on, wait.
Okay.
They want to feel as if they are important. I done been there, I done it. Like they want to feel important too, just as well as you want to feel important. They want to feel important as well too. But they are not going to. You have some men out here that's not going to sit up here and accept the fact that you probably just only fucking on them and going on by your fucking merry way. They're gonna be like, well, damn, like what the fuck. So yeah, it may be like, oh my gosh, to y'all, but it's not like, oh my gosh, to
Realistically, though,
majority.
how many niggas is like that though? Like, really, I mean, and I get it. There's always, and that's the thing. A lot of these conversations, people bank on the exception, but understand an exception is an exception for a reason because it's not the majority, right? So we can't bank our whole basis and thesis on one subject off of the exception. We have to base it off of the majority, and the majority of niggas is if you fuck me and leave me. Deuces. Like that's, I mean, okay, even if it is more than we think, it ain't no more than 60-40, and that's giving it real high.
Well, my question is this. What kind of scenario are we talking here? Is this like, okay, I'm in a relationship with somebody, and then one day I just up and leave and don't want to fuck with them no more, and they should have realized they were just sex? Or is it like, hey, I'm in like this just friends with benefits with somebody, and they just so happen to catch feelings, and they should have knew it was just sex because that's what you agreed upon? Which scenario are we in here?
It's very broad.
My bad, y'all.
Can you hear me? Anybody?
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Did you hear me?
What's up, Dutch?
Hey, y'all. Sorry
Repeat.
for the delay,
But
but
what
my
was the answer
grandmother
to the
talks a
question?
lot.
Like the fuck? Are you still processing?
No, can you repeat it one more time? Hold on,
Okay.
Dutch. Repeat it one more time.
My question is, this scenario that you're painting with this meme, is this where you're in a relationship with somebody and you up and leave them and they should have knew it was just sex? Or is this a situation where you're friends with benefits with somebody and they kind of catch feelings and you leave them and you're like, hey, they should have knew it was just sex because that's what we agreed upon.
Yeah.
Which is that one?
Mm-hmm.
So, if I understand this correctly, you're out here having sex with people with nothing in exchange but just sex, basically.
Some women are. Why
Oh,
can't
okay,
women just want to
okay.
have
Oh,
sex?
I'm not judging. I'm not here to judge. But that's exactly the point we were making, that feminism have tricked y'all into just giving sex in exchange for dick and being okay with it. Matter of fact, not even being okay with it, out here pumping your fist. Like, ooh, I got rid of that nigga. He should have knew it was just about the dick.
The
do
way
do
you
you not
just
see
said,
how?
you get on my nerves,
But I'm
boy.
just saying, can you not see how wild that is? Like, what, I guess pussy ain't worth nothing but dick. That just proves my
I
point.
just came to get the pack, man.
Oh yeah, I ain't with other bottle here yet, but you
Oh,
can grab
bottom
the
of
shit.
the hill? Okay.
You can grab the shit. You want to.
Some ladies, okay, so Christopher Moore says some ladies understand that the guy she's involved with is only for sex, nothing more. He isn't reliable except for sex.
And
Vanessa
sometimes not
also
even him.
said, Vanessa said, most men don't really want the relationship. They want her to want the relationship. Why they don't want her. LOL. Okay. Let me put it back up so that you can catch the question.
Okay. Do you think feminism trick women into working full time and giving away sex without commitments?
Hey man, I said, damn, I wish I was that water bottle.
A talented motherfucker is just a talented motherfucker at the end of the day. But I digress. Do I feel like feminism trick women?
You don't care my gray sweatpants on 5 o'clock when I get home.
Yes and no. Yes,
It's
because
always yes and no.
women feel more empowered, but you give it the pussy, you lose your power. That's just my opinion.
Oh, so pussy is power, and once you give it up, you lose the power.
In my opinion, yeah.
Interesting. What do you think, Glow?
But I think that's also like generationally passed down too, like that idealism of losing your power if you give the pussy up.
So, question: since it's given up so easily now, has it lost its power?
It didn't just lose its power; it lost its value.
So, pussy's not as valuable as it once was.
Especially not financially. Hell no.
Oh man, Glow.
I can say that from a personal experience. It's not
So
giving
it sounds like some supply side economics. The market was flooded with available coochie, and ergo it drove the price down.
You can eat a Big Mac at McDonald's until you supersize and gain 30 pounds, but after a while, the shit is not going to taste like a Big Mac.
So you tell me coochie goes bad?
Oh yeah, coochie does go.
Coochie's
been gone. Coochie has diminished in value and power since the early 80s.
So we're talking about its use by date.
Oh man. So like, if coochie
you gotta think back,
is it no longer good?
You gotta think back generationally, right?
Mm-hmm.
70s babies, they had bang. Like, let's not bullshit. Where do you think they was getting their money from?
I think the red came.
It wasn't just them working.
Was in another room?
And then you had the 80s babies, and they kept that shit under wraps because they knew that was embarrassing. And then us 90s babies came out and was like, fuck that, we gonna speak our mind and say our truth, and it is what it is, and you gonna pay for this pussy, no money, no honey. And that just, it went downhill from there.
You had to pay a dowry. You had to pay the
I mean, motherfuckers was really being somebody's trophy wife. Like, we was making niggas was making bank. Like, let's keep it a buck.
Well, listen the thing.
They were selling it out of both sides of their pants.
You know, a couple goats and maybe a few shillings to the family in order to take that daughter off their hands. I mean, that pussy was literally worth something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now
we went from the barter system to actual cash to nothing.
Shit,
Niggas
it
is
ain't
paying
worth the tax on
$50.
a jumbo jack, right?
Motherfuckers is paying $50 for Gucci now, and it's like
Oh,
$50.
oh shit! No,
Shit, they paying too
no.
much. I'm
Wait,
$40 tops.
let me tell. I
$40.
gotta hold on. Wait, y'all gotta tell
Wait, wait,
y'all
wait,
this
wait.
story.
Before you get to that, let's just talk about the financial
No, that's
perspective
what
of it,
I'm
right?
about to talk about. That's it. Listen, y'all gotta listen to
Touch
the
on it. Touch
story.
on it. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so listen, being that we talking about the value or whatever, so y'all just mentioned $40, right? Right. So that's what y'all did. Okay, so I went out like a couple of weeks ago, and I was with my homegirl, and I had stepped outside so therefore I could smoke right quick. Boom. I had like I'm standing right near like a bunch of like older dudes, like they older. And he was like, shit, all I got is $40. If a bitch gonna want $100, I know I can find me somebody that's gonna want a $40. I said, me being who I am, I'm like, well damn. Like I said she
I
can't get
truly
the
heard a pimp say
100.
that shit to me.
I
But
said she can't get the 100. He was like, hell no, because I know somebody that's gonna goddamn suck this dick and do everything for $40. And I was just like, for $40, I mean, that's fine if she getting it. That's fine. I mean, at that point, if I this is how I feel. If you're going to accept $40, you might as well just fuck for free. That's I mean, that's
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's just hey. From what I hear, most niggas don't take long than that, right? So let's give them 30 minutes tops, $40 a pop. Now most people work an 8-hour day, right? Let's take out 30 minutes for lunch. Say she's working an 8-hour day times that, if she's making these $80 an hour, that sounds like a pretty good career, don't it?
I want to touch on what he said because I'm not ignoring your question. But let me just clarify this. It's not that pussy isn't the most powerful thing out in the world. Worthy
hold on, wait,
quality pussy
Dutch.
is worth
Read
it.
the comment. Read the comment first. Who said it?
It says it's by Ike Love. Pussy is the most powerful thing out here in this world. Yes, if it is top notch quality and worthy of going to jail for, sure. But if it's some regular ass bitch that you know from down the street, it's not worth a good goddamn. Let's keep it a buck.
It might be though. We don't know. We
Mm,
don't know. We
I ain't
just
banking
don't
on it.
know.
I tell you that.
I probably
Hey,
bank on it.
Glow, let me ask you
I
a
probably
question.
will.
But to get to your
Do
question,
you
I
think
mean,
do you think there's coochie out here more valuable than yours?
Yeah.
definitely.
Of
Most
course.
certainly. As talented as I
Why?
am, and as far as much of a
Right.
fucking
Why would I
unicorn as
sit
I am,
right?
I do not have the best pussy in the world. I don't care what
Right.
nobody
Why
say.
why would I sit up here and be like, because can't no bitch top me? I don't know. Not
I,
from what I
I've yet to
see
have my carnal
sometimes.
desires to
okay.
even be met, so I couldn't
o-
even compare
Okay.
myself to no motherfucker. Because for real,
Oh
you'd have to be
well.
in the dungeon fucking with
Well, I
me.
had a reason for asking that question. My second, because I have a follow up question is that. Then how do you set the value?
I mean, I guess you set the value based
I
on what
guess
you're
I
looking
set it
for.
off my recommendations and be like, so wait, he's this. I'm just
It really depends on what you're looking
Hold
for.
on,
Some
just a
people are
second.
not. So let's be basic. Some people are not looking for top notch quality pussy.
Right, right. But hold on, just
So
a
it
second.
depends on what you're looking for, how you
But
qualify it.
but hold on, just a second. So Glow has had experiences where she was just friends with benefits with people, which
Hmm.
means she was giving the pussy away
oh
for
my
nothing,
god,
right?
Lee,
We
Jesus.
hold on.
It might not be for
We
monetary value, but you're
hold
not
on.
getting nothing out of it.
It wasn't no cash. It wasn't no ass. Look, hold on. So we move on to looking down on people that's only getting $40 for it, right? At least they're getting something. They're not just getting the AKA benefit, right?
Right, and that's
Right.
what
Okay.
Vanessa said.
Hold on. I'm gonna finish this point. And now we move and transition the conversation to where I ask you, well, how do you put a value on it? And you don't know. Because some people you'll give it out to for free, and some people gotta pay. And I don't think that's fair.
Like I said, it really
He
depends. It
said he
depends on
don't
what
think
you're looking
it's
for.
fair.
It's the same pussy.
If
How
you
can one
looking,
day it be free and one the next day it be $100? Damn.
Because your
I'm trying to
expectation is
understand it.
different based on the
I
circumstance.
am hollering.
No, I'm just asking. What makes it
I'm
free one day?
telling you,
What's the
it's your
circumstance? They
intent.
broke. So
It's
if they
your
asking for
intent
money,
and
they
your
broke.
circumstance
Then
that makes it
what's name
whatever
your
it's worth.
circumstance? Give me one.
So let's take the friends with benefits thing, right?
Okay.
If I'm single and I'm not looking for nothing, I'm just trying to get my rocks off, you goddamn right I'm gonna give it up for free. But if I'm trying to make some
Mm-hmm.
extra fucking money, you best believe I'm a charge. I don't give a good goddamn what nobody motherfucker say, judge me all you want. But at the end of the day, I know I can get something out that motherfucker, and even if it's not monetary, let's take the monetary out.
Oh
I'm getting
God.
something out of this. I'm getting a conversation. I'm getting some fucking time. Something's giving
If
for
you
me
can
to be giving up the
own,
Something.
pussy.
my thing is,
Something.
if you can, if your pussy is worth something, right? Because generally things that are of value, you just don't give out for free, right?
No,
So
not
my thing is,
necessarily.
why not charge for it all the time?
You can. That doesn't mean that you're gonna get what you worth paid, what you worth.
How do you know what you're worth? I think you're only worth what you get paid.
If you it depends on what the person is looking for. And it depends on what it is that you're trying to do. If you're trying to do something big, then you're gonna put a price on your own shit. And
Here's what.
if that person can't meet those standards, then that's not the person that you need to be even wasting your time with.
Well, here's the thing. I think women started working and they got their own bag, so they don't need nobody's bag, right? You don't need a man to provide for you. You don't need to protect for you. You got your gun, right? You got your concealed weapons permit.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
there's a
saying? You
difference
got your
between want
taser.
and need.
Hold on. You're Billy Badass. You got big money in the account, right? You got your own whip, your own house. You don't need a nigga for that. But you need that dick,
Do
right?
you really? When there's whole stores dedicated to our pleasure?
Glow. Answer. Do you need that throbbing robin, or will the rose be okay for the rest of your life?
Yeah, who said anything about a rose? I personally
Man.
think it's overrated.
I'm just saying. I use rose as a euphemism for toys. Is toys
Toys.
gonna be okay for the rest of your life, or at some point you got to get that real thing? You got to get
But
that original Pepsi.
Glow, keep in mind, he's
No,
asking you a
I
question.
agree. I
He's asking you a question based on he's asking you based on also your experience. When's the last time you got some quality dick?
No. Question, Glow. This and she tried to twist the question around.
Right?
Question is,
If the
are
dick is
you
not better than the
okay?
vibrator,
No,
then
hold on. Are you saying that you are okay with going the rest of your life with only having access to toys and any toy you can name, or at some point you're gonna get that real dick?
Glow, you go
John,
first.
of course I'm gonna want the real dick. Why
Okay,
wouldn't I
so
want
your
the
point is mute. It's fucking. It means nothing. You can you
why?
can
I'm
only
not
you
about to
you
sit
can
up here
That's
and
not
do
one minute time.
and
you can
and
only fuck with them
and
toys for so long before you got to come get some.
and though they have those toys out there that allows for the thrust and all that good stuff to go on, however, I am going to want possibly a body or something like to grab on.
You
I
want
don't
somebody to
have
hold you, right?
anything to grab on. It's not even a fact. Cause listen, I can't even fuck myself from the back. So
Says who?
that's I haven't tried and I don't want to try. I just want to.
No, that's not what you said. You said you can't. I'm telling you, yes,
She's
you
trying to throw
can.
you out.
There's a
How you
whole
feeling?
plethora of fucking machines. I'm just saying. It's possible. You can't say it's impossible when it is possible. I get your point, but I'm just saying it's wrong because you actually can get a fucking machine and do it yourself. I'm just putting it out there.
So let's read the comments right quick because they are definitely flowing in. So I love said people with good sense never have to pay. I'm people. Oh God. Okay. And
Who are you
Isaac
fucking?
Isaac said I'm late to the party, but when did the $40 value get set? And then Kevin also said these cougars are changing the game out here. They just want to have a good time.
Ooh. Hey,
Yes,
So
they hold on, wait. Charge what you want and to deal with the people who can afford to pay it. Exactly.
hey,
Exactly.
And you gonna hate me for saying it, but most of those people are white people.
I'm not gonna
I
hate you
speak
for
from
saying it.
experience.
Most of
Sorry.
what people are white people?
The people
That's
that
gonna
pay the
charge.
fucking price.
That's gonna pay the price.
Because they have shit to lose, first of all, and because they understand the value of it for them, not just for you, but for them. They have a trophy. They just want a fucking trophy wife. They don't give a fuck about. They got kids and a wife that nag at home. They paying for that piece. That's what the fuck they paying for.
That's why
For
you
real, for
always
real.
find them white boys in the hood because it's $40 for some black coochie.
I mean, if he come into the hood, I hope he got a Glock. Can't come out here with that bullshit.
I know I did not just hear what the fuck I just.
That's
Hey,
terrible.
to each their own. No, to go back to the
No,
comment, it was a comment that stood out to me that you put up here. Hold up. It wasn't Vanessa's comment. I gotta find it.
about the Cougars.
Mm-mm.
Well, and also the Cougars changing the game, right? So let's. Hey, women, are y'all having to compete with these Cougars for the man you want?
I don't
Like,
compete with nobody, so I wouldn't know.
like, cause I'm thinking like, if these Cougars is
I
willing
don't
to
do
pay you,
competition.
they gonna
I don't
they
even
gonna pay
compete with my
for
own
all these
goddamn
niggas
self.
shit, and he's gonna get paid. He's gonna get cars and monies and all that, and he's gonna get the dick down the old broad or the older broad, whatever, right? Why the fuck would he come be with any of you bitches?
It depends on what he's looking for. That's really what it boils
He
down
looking
to.
he looking to get his dick sucked and his car note paid. It
Then he's
sounds like
gonna
they're
want to fuck
doing
with a
that.
panther. It's as simple as that.
I'm
That's a
just
bitch that got some money. Fuck
I'm
a
just
cougar.
Oh my god.
You want some real money, you need to find a bitch on SSI. That's what you really need to do.
Oh my
I
god.
was just wondering.
And a
I didn't
side
know
hustle.
competition. Or are y'all going for different type of men? You wouldn't go for the type of men that would go for a cougar, huh?
I wouldn't go for any kind of man. But that's just me.
I know you're good with the toys for forever. I got you.
No, because it's kind of gay. Like, I'm not intimate. The only type of men I'm into are the kind that I can bend over.
But I'm just saying,
Okay,
but you still be
so
using the dildos and shit though.
I don't
Vanessa.
use the dildos because I don't like, I like vibrators. I don't like dildos. Like,
The sliding down face count?
this shit hurt to me.
Count for what? You trying to slide that snail? How
So
do we
Candace
value
said,
coochie?
how do we value coochie?
Hey, I say paper, rock, scissors.
Ain't no.
It's literally circumstantial. If you looking for something
What
if you
the
looking for bank,
fuck?
then
Listen,
you got to look in the right
Justin
area. You
3
got to look for the right person
Rochambeau.
who's going to pay
If
you
you
whatever it
beat
is that you're trying
me,
to
I'm gonna
charge.
give you $40. If I beat you, it's free. What's up?
Oh, I know what it was that I wanted to go over. So, the reason why the financial value has diminished, not just because pussy is everywhere, but I actually had a conversation with the pimp, a real life pimp, you guys. Okay, this is not made up. He said to me, "Why the fuck would I pay you more than $40?" And then I also had another person say to me, "I broke it down financially in my head. Pussy is only worth, if I feel like paying for it, $150 because I'm basically paying for every fucking thing else." And I said, "Well, what happens if you're not paying for it and she is? Or what happens if y'all come to a mutual agreement financially and then she wants you to pay whatever the fuck it is she want to pay?" She said, "I'm not gonna waste my time because I'm gonna find a bitch that's worth $150." I said, "You know, $150 can get you micros and you be broke, right?" Oh,
Get you what?
micros.
What's that?
Micros, braids. You
Oh,
get
my
your braids done by them
that
Africans, it's
shit is a
150
red
fucking dollars.
flag.
And your ass will be broke when you're done. Do you know how much it is to fucking just take care of your hair? And niggas talking about
Okay,
$40.
so
Okay.
I don't even really need 40. I just need a trunk full of bundles. I get all kind of bad bitches, huh?
Apparently, shit.
Bitches love wigs.
They
Ooh.
surely enough do. Especially these lace fronts. You see
What do
how
y'all
fucking far
count?
they come.
So Vanessa said, "What do y'all count as a cougar?"
I would
So
say if she's at least 10 years older than him and she's paying his way. That sounds like a cougar. I don't know. What do you think?
Cougar is age ranged, right? Because
Yeah,
there's
it's like
literally a whole chart of this like lemur. I mean, not lemur. Lord have mercy.
fucking feline chart. I know what
There's
you're
a
talking about.
feline
Yeah,
chart,
yeah.
and the cougar is ranged from I believe 35 to like 50 or some shit like that.
Candace
So
said wigs and weed. Keep an eighth on you. I bet you can get that
you're
coochie.
going to take because you talk a good game. I'm just asking. I talk a good game because I live multiple lives, but no, I'm single.
She
Are you
said
gonna
I
let
wig
me
don't
and
know?
think
weed.
I talk a good game. I just know the game because I've basically been in it.
Okay,
You've been pimping or hoeing.
so basically what we have come to realize is that yes, females will fuck I guess with no commitment, and John is scared to admit that men do catch feelings in regard. I mean, I'm my bad, not feelings, but they gonna want some type of
I'm not
You
commitment.
don't
scared
have
of
to say it. I say it because I
anything.
had a stalker.
Um,
Niggas catch feelings. Let's people. That's not
No,
bullshit. Okay.
no, they're
Even when,
listen.
even
It's
when
just
you want some friends with benefits type shit, if you having intellectually stimulating conversations with this motherfucker, eventually he will catch feelings. I don't give a good
it's
goddamn
a
what you say.
small percentage of simps out
There's a
here,
percentage for everything.
you know, that's that's
Let's
triggered
keep
off
it
of
a
women.
buck.
I'm not scared to admit that, but they're very much in the minority, and niggas really don't give a shit about bitches like that.
It
Because the
depends.
next one is only $40, so on to the next.
I wouldn't say in reference to the comment from earlier, I wouldn't say that $40 is trash pussy. I think that just pussy just doesn't have the same value that it did
Hell,
back in the
can
70s and
good pussy
80s,
be
period.
free?
Good pussy can be free.
good pussy can be free.
But
Depends on who is going to be free
it
too.
also depends on how
So it
you
doesn't depend on the
define
pussy; it
it
depends on the
also
man paying for it.
defines it also depends on how you
It could
define
depend
free
on if a
because
man is
free
paying
can
for it.
mean not monetary
No,
value,
no,
but
no, no.
motherfucker, you need to pay these bills.
It depends on
So
the man that's paying for it. That's the cost. Like you determine what you're going to charge, right?
No, why wouldn't you?
Okay, so it's not. It doesn't.
technically no.
It doesn't depend on the value of you. It depends on what the value you're going to charge to that next person and whether they're willing to pay it or not. That's all I'm saying. Y'all set the value daily. So when you give it away for free, it was free. You give it away for a new car, it's value of a new car. Any given day, man, it can be worth whatever. It's
Oh,
like
Yeah.
thank you.
crypto.
At least you know.
That pussy go up and down like crypto. Somebody write that down.
Yeah, it
Because
can
crypto
fluctuate
definitely do go up and
in
down.
value. It can fluctuate in value because it
Yeah,
could be worth something completely different 10 years from now.
right. Well, you just go to the next thing, Glo.
Yeah. Which
Oh,
one?
You get
Um,
diamonds. See what I mean?
is having to go to work. Oh no. Which one? Which one you want to talk
uh,
about, bro?
shit. Hold on, let me see. Oh, respect.
Oh, yeah, let's get back to that. Hold on, Dutch, on that. So I can remember the last episode we did speak on this, but I also remember that we actually got off a topic in regards and we started talking about some other things. So therefore I definitely do want to try to stick on this topic. Yeah, and then I'm gonna let y'all go in a few. Yeah. So the topic is, what does being respected mean to women? And I should have went back and listened, but I remember some things that were said, but not like verbatim, and I probably can't even paraphrase it. But I respected means I'm okay. So respected means to me is basically I feel like that you're not playing me out here, and I guess like in these streets, air quote, y'all, in these streets. Um, and also I guess hmm making me I guess like making me feel wanted, like made me feel I mean like made me feel wanted, that you want to be with me or be laying in the bed with me, whatever it is. Respect is different for a lot of people. I also want you to feel like that you can come to me and talk to me. That's how I want to feel respected, because I don't feel like that I shouldn't feel like that you want to go out and talk to other people. It's okay to talk to other people, but not so much in regards with like what's possibly going on in our relationship, because that can be something that we could talk about. Other people cannot engage on other people relationships. Yeah, it can be talked about, but it's a lot of things that should be discussed amongst the spouses or the girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. So I guess that's what's being respected. Don't
I
have me out here.
I want to read you the definition of respect, and then I want to ask you a follow-up question. A feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. Also, the due regard for the feeling, wishes, rights, or tradition of others, and to admire deeply as a result of somebody's abilities, qualities, and or achievements. Okay. So, given that all the things that you said weren't necessarily considered respect by the definition of it, um, do you think that everybody has a different version of what they think respect it means to them, and they
Yeah,
have to
I just
lay
said that.
and that they would have to lay that out in the beginning so that their partner knew what respect to
Even
them meant?
okay, so I'm gonna say this, and first I want to speak on. I'm just going to say what Vanessa said. Vanessa said, respect me with the truth, no matter what it is. Period. And so I definitely do agree with her. And yes, people do have their meaning of what respect means to them, but sometimes if you do spill that out to the person that you feel like this is what respect is to me versus what is not to me, sometimes that person can turn around and do something to be disrespectful in that point. You get what I'm saying? So a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of, and what he does is disrespectful to you may not be disrespectful to somebody else. But this is something that you're expecting out of him, because you already told him this is what happened, and whatever the fuck y'all talk about, and then boom, he do some shit to disrespect you. So yeah, everybody has their own meaning of
true.
what it is. And Vanessa also said your definition of respect definitely should be discussed with every person you get with. Right. And it also depends on how they take it in. That's how I feel. But again, if you do something that you turn around and after I said that this is how I want to be, this is respect to me, and you turn around and disrespect me, then that's a whole different, ball game to
Cool,
me.
cool.
Well, for me personally, respect is about this is what I like, this is what I don't like. Don't cross this line. Period. Um, and I do agree with the generalized definition, but I do also think that respect is interpersonal, because not everybody is going to agree with whatever boundaries you set for whatever type of relationship you have with that person. It's just as simple as that. Everybody has their own intent. For me personally, I'm a private person. So for what respect looks like to me is, if I tell you I don't want 5 billion people in our relationship, I don't want to be a fucking social media couple, then the way that you would respect me is to regard that and not participate in those activities.
You trying to hide these hoes?
I'm not trying to hide nobody. I just don't like anybody in my goddamn business. See, the problem with a lot of
Why can't we
relationships
be
now,
private? Why do everything has to be like,
people
oh,
that don't
you
understand the
sneaky,
difference
you
between privacy
I,
and
sneaky?
secrecy.
I listen.
And
I
it's
just seen a whole
disgusting.
bunch of memes that was like, "Girl, if he don't want to post you, then he don't want nobody to know
Right.
you with him."
And
And
people keep seeming to forget, like, we
so
come from a fucking variety of generations, okay? Some of our generations did not have social media, and some of our generations understood that certain things are fucking private. They're not secret, they're just not anybody's business. And that's the difference between my generation and the one beneath me. They don't get that. They want to be all over social media and tell the whole entire world.
And
And then
telling
when
the
they break
world that
up,
you about to
when they
break up,
break
you
up,
telling the
they
whole
want to be
world,
all
fuck that
quiet and secret.
nigga.
Now you want to be private? Don't be private. We've been in a
Nah,
relationship and invested this whole time. Y'all done had a whole damn YouTube channel and you got us all invested in the kids and shit. We done watch these motherfuckers grow up.
listen.
Now you want to be secret and private. Get the fuck
so
out
you
of here.
hide your sneaky
No,
links.
thanks. No, that's crazy that you brought that up, talking about YouTube couples, because I just seen one
I
on
literally just left a
Instagram.
relationship like that.
On Instagram the other day. and it was a YouTube couple, and they go in there. Yeah, we decided to co-parent this and that and the third. She know I love her to death, but I'm just like, who gives a fuck? Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not getting ready to sit up here and have everybody in my. I don't know. That's just me. Like, it's some things you're right that should be private. What I have going on behind my closed doors that ain't nobody paying bills in, I cannot find my way to express that on social media.
Shit.
It's
You didn't
none of
mess
my
up my
business.
thing?
No, we hear you.
Fucking brother of mine. I'm gonna
Mhm.
kill him later.
Sounds
So yeah.
violent.
Yeah. Did she freeze? She gone. But yeah.
I concur. Hey, I think if since everybody wants to have all these definitions of respect, that they just need to be laid out from the jump. Because respect to me might mean you not raising your fucking voice to me. That means you keep it real mellow when you talk to me. And if you don't respect that, if you get to yelling and rah rahing, I might take that as a form of disrespect.
Right.
Right.
And you lay that out at the beginning, right?
Oh, I most certainly will.
So that's what Vanessa was saying. Like, you lay it all out on the line, y'all. Lay it on out.
Yeah,
Lay
but
it
then
on
that kind
out.
of flows into one of the subjects we had about how people get emotional and they start being verbally abusive. So if somebody's verbally abusive, can they get met with physical violence?
My bad, my brother called.
You good. Oh,
What
you
was the
said,
question?
hold on, wait. Say that one more time, John. Yeah.
Um, which part? Okay, so I was saying
I,
that
I, I get what he.
everybody has their own form of disrespect, and say, hey, what if one of my forms of disrespect was somebody being verbally abusive? So if you raised your voice to me, I took that as a sign of disrespect. You got rah rah with me, you're disrespecting me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Glow agreed to that. She said, yeah, that could be disrespectful. Then I was like, well, we had a subject earlier on the last podcast that is like, is verbal abuse can it be met with physical abuse? Is it the same thing? Is it equal?
I think verbal abuse is worse because it's mental. Like physical abuse can heal, and as traumatic as it is, mental abuse is a lot more difficult to get over.
Now, if we're
Okay.
gonna talk about equal, I think they equal.
You think they're
I
equal?
yeah, I think they equal. There's not one that outweighs the other. Yeah, you can heal from the physical abuse, but that's going to be something that you're not going to
So
forget,
if he was like,
and you can still possibly see the mark or whatever. So I guess like the physical and the mental will actually go together, because again, that can possibly, you look at yourself and you can be like, damn, you got a scar. Like, you're gonna remember where the fucking scar come from.
yeah.
So
Well, I
you get
guess
what
based on my own personal experience, it depends on the level and the severity of the physical abuse that you're talking about. Because a person can shove you and you can consider that physical abuse, but if a person black your eye, that causes a mental reaction. Like if
Well,
you
let me
shove
ask
me,
you
that's
a
why
bitch,
I
I'm gonna
said
question.
they
shove you back. I don't give
equal.
a fuck about that. But
Well,
Right. And
if
well,
that's
you
why I
hit me
said,
in my eye, that's mentally
well,
traumatizing. So
well, I
yeah, I
have a
can see that.
question then.
but
So,
that's why I say they equal. They equal. They really, verbal does lead to physical, but physical and mental do equal basically to each other, because yeah, you got, like I just said, yeah, you're gonna remember getting punched in the eye, and yeah, and that's gonna play on you because you possibly not gonna be able to
Get over it.
get over it, especially like if a scar or something is left right there. So
Or
so
if
let
you
me ask
break
you
up
this
that's
with
what I
that
said.
person
It
or they
question.
depends.
break
I'm
up
just
with you and you get into a new relationship, you can carry that baggage. Because I actually did date a couple of women with um that mental incapacity that had, battered woman syndrome. So
well, can I ask you this question then? So, say there was this scenario where this woman, she's all in my face, telling me how I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit. My daddy wasn't shit. How my mama's a bitch and should have aborted me. All while putting her finger like right this close to my face. Is it okay if I go ahead and slap that bitch?
It's not okay for her to even be verbally abusing you, but
Or
if you
being in
have
your
a
face like
natural
that.
reaction to smack the shit out of her, then she can only blame herself.
Interesting.
Because
Okay.
she fucking verbally abused you and she caused you to have a negative reaction towards her verbal abuse. I don't condone any type of abuse, to be honest with you, but if that's your reaction, then who is she to be upset? She provoked you.
I agree. I agree.
So
I'm just being honest.
Candace said verbal and emotional abuse is way worse than physical. All cause PTSD, but you still can destroy a whole person from within using verbal and emotional abuse.
The tongue
Physical
is a very
Vanessa,
powerful fucking utensil. It really is.
and Vanessa says physical abuse comes with the mental trauma as well. Exactly.
It
It
does. It
it
can.
does. It's not it. I mean, yeah, it can, but it is
Not
there.
even that it can. It just, for me, it depends on the severity of the physical abuse. Mental abuse, a person can cut into your fucking brain with their tongue. But when you're physically abusing somebody, it literally does just depend on the person. It depends on how that person interprets the physical abuse, and it depends on the severity of the physical abuse, because a person who's extremely sensitive can see a push or a shove as damaging as getting punched in the eye, or a person who has a very strong mental capacity can see you shoving them as, oh, you just a bitch and I'm gonna knock you out. So it depends with the physical abuse for me. I can't speak for anybody else.
These are interesting responses, you know,
Yeah,
because I think it's been
I've been
seen
through a
for
lot.
a very long time that,
I've
sticks
been
and
through a
stones
fucking
will break
lot.
your bones, but words will never hurt you type mentality.
What the
You know
fuck?
Like
what? That reminds me of a
we
joke.
just come a long way.
That reminds me of a joke.
Oh my
The teacher
god.
said, "Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me." So I threw a dictionary at that bitch.
What the fuck? No, she
I see
is
what you did there.
she's oh, she is violent. Y'all, I do not condone any violence at
I don't
all.
condone violence, but that joke was funny as fuck. I was dead. I was in tears the first time I heard it. I said, "They are
But
so
nah,
stupid."
John, you stupid. Talking about some we done came a very long way from that. Like, what the
I mean, we
fuck?
have,
Like,
because
but
it
no,
used to
we
be
used
said
to have
like,
to say that in order to feel. Let me tell you something from a
hold on,
person
just
that no, wait.
okay,
Let
go
me
ahead.
just say something. And it don't even let me just speak from like it comes from being very small, wearing glasses at 4 years old and being brought. Do you imagine? Can you just not do you, but can you just imagine getting picked on like every single day, like every day because you wear glasses, they look like Coke bottles, you break them. It's just like a whole bunch of stuff that is actually going on. And so that, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's something that you would say to yourself to get yourself by. We never said that the words would not hurt you because those words do hurt. They do kind of hurt. Like, get up off of me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Y'all wear glasses, and so what? You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
Oh,
now
it
all of a
used to
sudden,
hurt
like I
me.
said, everybody wanna glasses this, glasses that. Like, oh now,
Glasses are in
but
now.
glasses are so in now. You get what I'm saying? But it's just
well,
like
I'm
A
just
nigga
saying
blind as shit. Okay, I'm not trying to be cute.
we've just got to this age of equality when I just remember like it was probably like 2 minutes ago when it was a rule that like no matter what, a man should never put his hands on a woman.
I
And I
never
just
agree
think
with
we've
that.
come so far from that point in time.
I never
And I
agree
just
with
think
that.
it's amazing. We come so far in the point of time and like, hey, I'm just gonna give you some pussy until you get the fuck out of here. Like that's some new shit. Like we are living in the future right now. You
That
understand
has
what I'm
always been
saying?
a trick since the days of grandma and moo. That has
so
always been a trick
so
that
No,
women have
no,
had. Yes, it
no.
Frederica
is.
Frederica said words kill nowadays. Words been killing.
Yeah,
They've
they
been
really have.
they've been goddamn, they been it's not nowadays, but people, I ain't gonna say that people are very sensitive nowadays. And I was growing up, like I, had to be, tough. Like I couldn't come home every day crying to my mama, like, oh my gosh, mama, they picked at my glasses today. Like
Shit, I don't know
I
why
had
I
to, I
did.
had to, I didn't like being who I am, like I crack jokes back, at least try to find some jokes. I'm goofy, this and that and the third, whatever. But I had to find a way not to come home every day. So now these kids now, and I don't know what the fuck going on. It's just too many people are sensitive these days. Like, I can't even say, if I say what I want to say, let's say, for instance, I'm already and I say something, boom. Oh, cancel her. Like, what the fuck? I just said, what the fuck was on my mind? Don't cancel me. Why the fuck can I not speak how I feel? That's just dumb. Like, it's dumb. Like, people are sensitive. It's not that words hurt nowadays. It's just that.
Was it the creation of too many safe spaces?
I don't think that safe spaces had anything to do with it. I think that it has to do with generationally being passed down to how you have become desensitized because you live in a very toxic fucking environment anyway. So you had to deal with the shit that you have to go through at home. And then you go to school and people pick on you. And eventually somebody teaches you to be a wordsmith. And at that particular point in time, you stop giving a fuck about what people think. I realized that I stopped giving a fuck about what people think when I was capable of getting hit in the head with a football and turning around and knocking that motherfucker inside his head with a rock. I stopped caring. I think that we just come from a very desensitized generation because we already know what it's like to deal with life in our own home and then have to go out into the world and deal with that bullshit too.
So everybody's becoming.
And these kids, they don't have the parents that we had. Okay,
Well,
our parents was whipping ass.
if we're becoming more
Let's be about.
desensitized, then why are we being more sensitive?
I don't think that it's that we are being more sensitive. I think that generationally, it's like trickling down to be more sensitive.
Okay, so
Because
you're saying
I personally will cuss a
the younger
motherfucker
you
out
are,
and
the
not
more
blink.
sensitive you would be in this day and age. Like a 20-year-old's way more sensitive than a 30-year-old.
Depending on the circumstance and the environment that they grew up in, because that makes a world of a difference.
Ashanti says, I wouldn't say people are more sensitive nowadays, but more aware of their feelings and more vocal on what they will and won't tolerate. Did too many people
That's
have a
also
platform?
generational too, though. Because
Social media gave everybody a platform, and where you used to never would hear these motherfuckers' voices, they're everywhere. So is that what really contributed to this oversensitive
social media
world we
has
live in?
definitely played a role in the sensitivity of each new generation, but there also comes a
Yeah,
point where
because
people are
my
not putting up with the
yeah.
same bullshit that our generation put up with. They're not dealing with all that bullshit. They don't want to deal with that bullshit. They don't think anything about it, and they don't respect their parents, and their parents can't really do anything to
But aren't we
discipline them
going too
because
far?
technically they don't know them.
Like they're going so
Hey,
far.
Miss
It's like
D.
they're going so far. It's like, hey, there's no such difference between a man and a woman. Everybody's just fluid and shit.
I never understood fluidity. Gay as I am, I don't get it.
Okay, so
Candace
that
said these folks are mad sensitive, and Jazz also said, I feel like people take things offensively and take their opinion, voice it, and some other people with the same opinion agree. I feel like if you feel a way about something, you should not try to push your opinion on someone else to agree. Exactly. I and I definitely agree. People are sensitive. I mean, like, you can the okay. So let's wrap it up, like, with this whole Dave Chappelle thing.
Oh, jeez.
okay.
Like, I haven't even watched it yet.
Me
Like,
either.
it's on my to-do list to watch it. And it's just
Mhm.
like I'm interested into what he said, because and I also seen a video where he said that basically he's not going to apologize. And I don't blame him. Like, he is a comedian. Ain't nobody safe when you are a comedian. But they get mad at the truth, because from the little clips that I have heard, it's the truth about what he is saying. Like,
Well, the beauty of comedy is the inclusivity. When you make fun of the groups that people normally don't talk about, they used to enjoy it. Like when you make fun of a nigga in a wheelchair and make it into a joke where everybody laughs and it's still funny, that people in a wheelchair, he felt something because, damn, they talk about, some shit I can relate to. Or were you talking about, the Chinese man or the black man? That's why it's spread out amongst everybody, so everybody can relate to the shit. And for
Comedy is.
some reason,
I'm
the
sorry.
the LGBTQXYZ community feels like they're in some kind of space where they can't get fucking talked about.
Yep.
And in reality, all that does is really bring you into the American fold. If everybody can joke about everything together, then you get included. Like it gives more camaraderie to shit.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It kind of brings down that barrier and defenses. Like, okay, if you start laughing at somebody, you see them as a person now. If trans were really real about their shit, they would want more people making trans jokes, so they'd get more included in the fold, in the conversation and shit, in the psyche. But it's just an oversensitive time, and we're going in the wrong direction. But
Dave Chappelle actually did have a friend who was trans who committed suicide, from what I have been told, because she got bullied or he got bullied by their own community. I personally feel like comedy is one of those platforms where nobody is fucking safe.
I said that. Nobody is safe.
Nobody's safe. If you don't
Nobody
like
is
it,
safe.
I literally seen a sketch where a
But
guy
it's
was
so
talking
crazy.
about
Yeah.
how he was making fun of I think it was either a guy in a wheelchair or a blind guy, and the blind guy was laughing, and this fucking Karen, excuse my language, came out of the woodwork and tried to defend him, and she was like, "This guy right here, he's laughing." Like,
okay,
so
here's something very interesting. I noticed this on Facebook. It used to happen frequently, maybe not as much now. People used to argue with each other, like real life, be fucking arguing with each other about a topic or a subject that had fucking no bearing on them whatsoever.
mhm.
Just because they wanted to express their opinion, they felt so strongly about their opinion and some shit that they didn't
That's
even.
because people don't have the skills to just disagree with whatever it is that they feel offended about.
I think it serves as there is a need for people to be right nowadays.
Exactly, I agree with that.
And I think it's ruining not only conversations but relationships. You don't have to be right. And if you are right, you don't have to convince the other person that you are right. They can still think whatever the fuck they want and you can still be right.
That's why I always tell people there's a difference between conversation and comprehension.
Facts.
Just because I'm conversing with you about the problem does, and I'm not responsible for it either. Let's make that clear. I'm not responsible for the way that you interpret what the hell I said. You can interpret it any way you want. I'm gonna speak my truth. We're gonna talk about it like adults, or it's nothing to be said. I can walk the fuck away. But
Being offended is
people don't
personal.
people
That's
don't
all
want to
about you.
comprehend. They just want their way now. And it's like you have this false sense of entitlement, like I won't walk the fuck away.
Interesting.
Well, I guess we got that out the way.
Cause I will Houdini a motherfucker in a minute.
Well,
Bye.
all right, y'all. Well, I do want to thank y'all tonight so much for coming through. Thank y'all, everybody that has came through. Show some love. Make sure y'all share. I didn't get to make that announcement while doing, but it was pretty dope topics. And again, I feel like it's just maybe a part 3 because it's just like we get so much into these topics, like it just needs to be discussed. So
Mm-hmm.
again, thank y'all so much for coming through. And Dutch, let them know where they can find you. Then Dizzle, you can let them know where to find you, and then we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Absolutely.
So you can find me anywhere under the name Dutch Twisted L or Dutch Twisted Logic. I'm everywhere from Twitter to TikTok to Instagram to, well, you can't find me on Facebook because I don't be on there. But I'm everywhere else. So follow me.
You ain't got to worry about following me, but do follow my clothing line, Artist Rebellion. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram under Artist Rebellion. We got some new shit dropping for the women and for the men this week. So go ahead and cop up.
All right, y'all. So they told y'all where to find them at, and y'all already know where to find me at. It's Conversations with Glow. And again, that's Conversations with a K and not a C. Make sure that y'all go and check out my website, which is convowithglow.com. Go ahead and check it out. If you want to make some donations, please feel free to make donations. But if you just want to subscribe to my email list, I promise you I won't fill you up with any, unwanted emails. But make sure that you all subscribe to my email list, and so therefore you all can get the latest and the greatest from Conversations with Glow. Again, I do want to thank you all for tuning in, and y'all have a good night. Bye.